Testing. Mic test. 1, 2, 3.
Testing.
Mic test. 1, 2, 3.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. Bumblebee. Testing all day long. I just sang the testing song. Yeah.
There we go. All right, we're good. Audio's back on.
Hey, but at least we know our talking points. Let's just get through our talking points. All right, let's roll it. We're doing this live.
We're doing this live.
Play that music. Oh, we're doing this live.
Doing it live.
It's not like we did it before, like earlier today for an hour. Well, we're doing it live right now. We're the PanRaconTeurs. My name is Mike. I'm the host. We got Nate B, who is our sound engineer. We got Dan, who's our money bags executive producer and total purveyor of this show. We're here. We're gonna be doing this show. Hope you're all enjoying it, and we're gonna have a great episode today. We are the PanRaconTeurs. Take 2 of you guys didn't hear what happened before. We're so amped. We're so amped right now. And if you're joining us right now while you're driving to work, thank you guys for listening while you're driving to work. But we just recorded a whole gosh. I'm breaking the fourth wall here. We just recorded a whole hour of content, and then the audio crashed, and then now we're here again.
We're back.
But we're back at it, and Nate's our sound engineer. So
hey,
Nate, shout out to Nate, the sound engineer.
I wonder if can we take the video and then just dub on the video? That'd be funny.
No.
Yeah, we just dub over.
We just do lip syncs over our but for each other.
Well, we know what we're saying.
Yeah, like
I'm not gonna recall all that. It's only a lot of work on me. That's all I'm saying.
Bro, I talk for you. I do your voice.
Yeah,
you do Nate's
voices too. That'd be nice.
Crazy. Oh, we're gonna do that for the short. Okay. Oh, sorry guys.
Goodness.
Audio recap. Audio crashed. We did a whole podcast, and now we're doing it again. So thank you for joining us for the second hour of episode 6. This is getting a little crazy.
Yeah, we're back again. We have a great show today, guys. And thank you guys. Shout out to I didn't do this the first take, so I guess I get to do it second take. Shout out to Matt. Matt, our the number guy who number one fan, number one subscriber, and number one commenter. He put a challenge out there. He said, "You know what? I want a bobblehead of Dan. I want a signed autograph picture of Nate, and he wanted to have pizza with me." And I showed up at his house.
I just gotta get
okay. Did you have pizza?
I went to his house. I didn't get him the pizza, but when I'm done with this this bread fast, I will have a pizza with him. Welcome to the PanRaconTeurs, guys. This is episode 6. We are at it again for another hour, but we have a great show for you today. The theme, the topic today is no. Oh, no, wait. No, that's not it. I don't know what happened. My brother is scrambling around on his screen. Something
fell out of its socket. Oh, no.
Oh, no. That's double oh-nos. That's double no-nos. This is... Uh-oh. All right. We're having technical difficulties. Anyways, we're talking today about lessons learned, things that experiences we had in our life, and we learned from it, and what did we learn from it, and how it made us better. And I think everybody in their life, you go through things in your life and you're like, oh man, I wish I could have done that better. And now through trial and error, you're not making that same mistake, I hope, and you've improved, I guess. So that's what we're talking about today. So we're each going to be presenting like a story or something that a time in our life that changes either for the good or changes for the bad, or and what did we learn from it and how did we grow from it? So
It chased me for the bad. I'm in that one.
you know what? I'll just outright say my brother Dan was happy that the audio crashed, and he said it's from within.
It was from within.
I love you guys. Nate, we're gonna go around real quick. Nate, how is your? We've talked on Thursday, but we normally don't talk throughout the week, so we have something to talk about, some stories. Off and on we do talk, but Nate, what's something new? What's going on in your week? What's been going on?
Life is crazy. But we did go through and get our channel on Spotify.
What?
We're on Spotify.
Woo!
So
yes, against all things that Dan can throw at us, we made it onto Spotify.
all
Woo!
our episodes are now on Spotify. 5 of them.
In your face! In your
So the downside of Spotify, not the downside, but we got on Spotify and then our episode here crashed. So this is like a give and take type thing. So the lesson I learned today was that make sure to have everything working before you start. Or completely soundproof, I don't know. Anyways, that's we're on Spotify. I also have a gaming channel, Alternate TV on Twitch. I have a sponsorship there with Star Trek Starfleet Command. If you click on the link there,
Star Trek Starfleet Command.
Mm-hmm. If you click a link there, you help me out. If you play the game within the next 15 days and you level yourself up, I get some more cash. Help me out, help you out. Have some fun, and you join me on stream. I'll probably stream on like Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays. Sometime
Help a
in the
brother
afternoon.
out.
Helping me out, and I'll shout you on my Twitch channel.
Any days.
Yeah, and that's all with me. All right,
Star Trek Command. Download it today with Nate's
affiliate link.
Affiliate.
So you have to go to my Twitch channel to click that link to download the game.
If you like Nate, if you think he's a good person, help him out. If you don't think he's a good person, help him out. No. If you're just watching this, help him. Send him some money, quick.
Shameless plug. All profits go to the podcast. Somehow.
No shame, Nate. No shame.
No shame.
No shame.
No shame.
It's we're trying to keep the lights on here. We're trying to amplify the entertainment factor for your viewing and listening pleasure, and all of that happens is by your guys' support. So help Nate out. Download that Starfleet Command. Go to his link and support Alternate.
It's the gaming channel, and you'll see Alta Mike there. We played Baldur's Gate for a little bit.
I appear.
Guest host.
And then I have some commentary, but some of it's funny. Bro, my elder, my bro from the same mo. How you doing, bro? How's your week been?
It's been all right. Like, don't usually do a bunch of stuff, but I did a whole podcast in between.
Oh man.
Yeah, well, we get a second take at it, and now we're all awake. Because the first time we did it,
to be awake.
The first time we did it, we were so out of it. It was I think we're all still waking up. Nate said 8:00 is early for him. We'll try to adjust that more to his schedule. And
don't worry, I can wake up at 8. It's just last night I was streaming on Twitch, and I had to start that sponsorship. So I was up late.
So if you're watching on YouTube, as you can see, we got the PanRaconTeurs logo. What? I got a screen that has this face. I don't agree with that face, but whatever, Nate.
Hey,
Look at
shout
Nate.
out to
Nate's all symmetric. The eyes are not there. That's kind of weird, but
shout out
whatever.
Sammy. You know, you take that up with
Shout
Sam.
out, shout out to my niece Sammy Bear. I love you, but why did you put that chin? That's an extra chin.
Is she just she used one of our reference photos.
It's like whatever. I love you guys. We have a great show today, but I do have to start off with something very serious. And if you're again, I just want to thank all of you that are driving to work this morning and listening to this. I hope you're enjoying. We're trying to make content that you can listen to while you're driving and have you laugh and cry at the same time, if that's possible. But today we got something very serious to talk about, guys. I'm gonna blow your minds. You guys ready for this? Whoa. Yes. I forgot that this was the song that you picked. Today, March 1st, 2025, NASA is tracking a house-sized asteroid to whiz past the Earth at 29,304 miles per hour. The rock's name is 2025 DJ22. It's estimated by NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory to be approximately 47 feet across, making it about the size of a house, and it will miss the Earth by a mere 347,000 miles before it flies off and hurtles out into the solar system. Guys, this is a red alert. Ladies and gentlemen, if there's ever been an alert, I'm not talking about Amber Alert or Silver Alert. I'm talking about Asteroid Alert. This thing today is March 1st, 2025. It's hurtling at a crazy speed of 29,000 miles per hour, and it's going to pass right by the Earth today. And if you're looking on YouTube right now, I did a lot of research this morning and last night. I pulled out my telescope in my backyard. I couldn't see anything. And the reason was I had the cover on and I don't have a telescope. But I did some research on the internet and I got some really disturbing photographs of this thing, how immense, how terrifying, how diabolical this massive object the size of a house is whizzing past. I mean, just look at that. Look at this photo of it. It is a vision that will always sear into my brain. It sears into my heart. It made me tremble and sweat last night. And I'm going through these photos. These are extreme photos of how dangerous this thing could have been. It's not going to impact the Earth today. It may not impact the Earth tomorrow because it's passing by today. But if just by the look of these photos that I've pulled up from the internet and interwebs, I mean, look at that, Nate. Dan, look at, I mean,
Absolutely terrifying. There's nothing in this world it's otherworldly, obviously. It's terrifying.
it's as if it was a sleeper cell. Like it came out of nowhere, right? Snuggled up in our solar system. Snuggled up. Look at this photo. It's snuggled up against our atmosphere,
Totally.
missing us by a mere 347,000 miles.
Mere.
Dan, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, that's a beamer.
Because this is a terrifying view. Looking into the eyes of terror.
Look into
Terror. Look into the eyes of terror. You ever looked at Mike Myers and his blank stare? That's what this asteroid's doing to us today.
It's the actual void. The actual void.
The actual void of non-life. 2025 DJ 2022 or 22. Let's go into our first a commercial.
Alrighty.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mike. This episode is brought to you by the Learning Building with 4 Walls. At TLB4W, we pride ourselves in hands-in and hands-on training. You want to learn life skills? You want to learn how to do things? We have certain courses like how to undo knots, how to pick ripe fruit at a grocery store, and how to know when pasta is truly al dente. You ever want to learn how to tie a shoe? Well, you can learn it here at the Learning Building with 4 Walls, right off the corner of any neighborhood that's kind of sketchy. If you see a guy with a box and it has 4 walls, you're in the right place. Come learn with us today. These life skills can be attained by you and all. Come to the Learning Building with 4 Walls and learn something today. TLB4W. Back to the show. I wrote that in 5 minutes.
Thank you.
That's how cool I am.
Commercials.
Hey, throwing pasta at the wall. That's an old way of like testing if the pasta is al dente, right? Like you throw it at the ball, if it sticks, that's good.
I don't know. You got to go to the Learning Building with 4 Walls to know.
Yeah, I thought that's what you were talking about. Also, like throwing pasta at the wall, whatever sticks works. I think that's al dente. I don't know.
Dan is one of the great teachers of the Learning Building with 4
Yes, I teach how to cook pasta. How to cook pasta. Whatever sticks works.
Even if it's a little bit of paint.
We have a great show, guys. Thank you again for listening. Shout out to Matt, to Gordo, and to the family that's really listening. And I also wanted to make this. I forgot to make this shout out last time. Is to Isabella. It was your birthday, and just happy birthday. I was there with you, and I told you I'd give you a shout out. What happened, bro? What's going on over there?
No.
It's on the break?
That doesn't tell us much. I just heard no. No.
No, I missed 8 hours of work because they, instead of calling me, they texted me. So it's like, did they really want me to come in? I don't think so. They texted me to come.
Today?
What is that?
Oh, yesterday. I just looked at it right now on my phone. It's like, what? He texted me. How come he didn't call me? That's weird. That's stupid.
I liked your reaction. No.
Yeah, I was like, what?
It wasn't very enthusiastic. It wasn't very passionate. Like, it's like,
yeah, no, it's not.
Hey, you got to go to work today. No.
Yeah, I'll take it.
They should have called you. Yeah, no. Texting somebody is not a good way to communicate with them.
If I want someone to come into work, I call them and I text them.
And I leave a voicemail.
Yeah, just say, they may or may not say yes or no, but I'm going to do my due diligence and make sure they get the message. Mm-hmm. But going back to our theme today, no. That's the theme of the show today. Weird noises we can make with our mouths. Yes. Yeah. It's a beautiful March 1st. We don't always like to say that. I don't like to say the date because it dates the episode, but today's special because there's an asteroid flying toward us. Anyways, today's theme is lessons learned, things that we've learned in our life, that we learned from and we grew, and things that made us better or made us more understanding. Or we're gonna talk about this subject today. It may get heartfelt, it may get silly, but we're gonna go through this together, guys. And I hope you learned something today. We're gonna start off with Nady B. What you got for us, bro?
I'm gonna switch my story from. I think my second story. My second story was better. My second story was better. It made it. I feel like the first story that I said was a little. It made the show go slow.
No. Go whatever. I don't care. It's your story to tell.
Gotcha.
And for those who didn't hear the first story because it never happened because it got deleted, it was very heartfelt. I want to say, Nate, that I love you and I love that story, but no one will ever hear it. Ever.
No one will
It's
ever
gone.
hear that story. Now I love
It's gone.
I'll pull that story up some eventually, but I just gotta I think I gotta chapter it.
It's just like when someone gets eaten by a bear or an animal out in the woods, they'll never be seen again. Just like this last episode that we just recorded that never got recorded.
No, give me time to actually type it out so I have it deserves a better telling. That's what I think. Anyways, for lessons learned, just a transition from what my Uncle Dan has just said, work, do they really want you to come in? Okay. I used to work at a retail store. Many people have. And if you work there, you know that they don't care too much about you. Not a lot of workplaces do. So my lesson learned is going to be about not breaking your back over a job that doesn't care for you. Focus on your health and your own health first, and make that your priority. How this story starts is that I used to be a footwear department lead. I used to sell shoes. I used to display it so that customers would, their eyes would be caught to it first, and it would be going out the door the same day.
You're the display guy.
Display guy, but I was also the unpacking guy. I was also the ordering guy. I was also the
shoe maestro.
Everybody called me the shoe man, so I'm the shoe man there.
The shoe man.
The shoe man. I'm a shoe man. Yes. So
are you shoeman?
I'm a shoeman. I'm assuming I was the shoeman. So I was the shoe guy there, and I would unpack the shoes. I'd have to carry 3 to 4 boxes on my shoulders. Not really. I had a cart behind me where I put boxes on. I used to sell a lot of work boots, a lot of slippers, a lot of casual shoes. And the way those shoes come to the store are on big pallets. And if you ever work in retail, you know that they pull everybody they can to pull this truck. Trucks are only supposed to be there for maybe a few hours, maybe an hour or two. And then they got their own schedule. They got to run. They got to go. And with all that mess, with all this time management, they're not really good at time management. They don't know what's inside their trucks. You come to realize very quickly that they just throw things in these trucks. They don't really stack it for safety reasons. They stack it so that it's easily accessible, and that's not the worst. It's not the best. Not the best for an 19-year-old going into the workforce. At this time, I was working 4-hour days in the morning, and then I'd have to pick up my sister from school around lunchtime. Well, yeah, around lunchtime, and then I have a 4-hour shift going into the night. So I was doing split shift, and when I look at it now, I'm like, man, I was working way too much as a 19-year-old. Not really. I was saving money and then trying to support my sister as much as I could, and trying to take off the stress from my mom because she was going to work around that time where Sammy had to get picked up from school. So I was willing to take that responsibility. Definitely willing to take that responsibility. Anyways, you pull things from a truck that is not stacked properly, and there are things everywhere, right? So I'm pulling all my shoes off of there. I'm pulling a bunch of food pallets. I'm pulling a bunch of clothing. And there's this giant conveyor belt type thing. Just has roll. It just rolls. So it's not like a mechanical conveyor belt. You just throw it down the line and it just rolls. People manually push that thing down the line till it gets to its specific pallet. And mine had to be all the way in the back because I always had the most. I always had a bunch of shoes. And me being the younger guy, I always volunteered to be in the truck because all the older guys and all the other people were, they couldn't handle the jungle of the truck. I was Tarzan in that truck. I was the king of the jungle. I was jumping on pallets. I was throwing things aside. I was rolling it down the conveyor belt. But I would quickly learn that it was not, it humbled me to realize how close I'd come to danger, to death, the sweet release. But yeah, there's when you're pulling pallets, they often keep the heaviest pallets at the very front, near the truck, near the actual truck. And that's just so that, if all the heavy stuff was in the back, it'd swing that trailer around and, people would be crashing every day. So, I'm pulling stuff. I'm pulling all the light stuff first. It's light work. But then you get closer to the end, and that's when the really, really heavy stuff comes out. And what I had to pull that day was a water pallet. Usually, if you know, a water pallet is the heaviest thing you could pull from a truck. At least, I think, it's the heaviest thing other than like a gazebo, right? So there's a water pallet. Usually it's usually just one, but whoever's great idea was to stack two on top of each other obviously never had to pull a truck. So there's one water pallet, and there's another water pallet stacked on top of it, and I'm pulling stuff off the line into the conveyor belt. And then this thing is saran wrapped, but I'm hearing popping noises. I'm hearing like fizzing noises. And I look into it closer, and I see that cases and cases of water are getting crushed, and they're popping, and they're like whizzing out the saran wrap that's holding this thing barely together. Okay, I'm like, oh my goodness, like, that's doesn't look good. So I'm still pulling stuff because I got all this light stuff out of the way. We gotta pull that thing out. I look back, while I'm throwing things down the line, and one of my coworkers yells out to me, "Move!" Like it's like an older guy, so he had like he's a ghost. An older ghost voice,
He was an old
ghost.
Move, like that. I listened to him. He obviously knows something was going down. So first sign of trouble, I'm gone. I'm like, zoom.
That's ladies' footwear.
Yeah. I trip a little bit.
Water.
And then this giant water pallet collapses. This tower of Aquafina or something, or whatever it's called, just explodes in the truck. And whenever you think of like a video of a pool collapsing, it's kind of like that. So just a rush of water bottles, wood pallets, just a wave coming towards me, and it pushed me out the truck. I fell out the truck, so it's like a 5-foot drop. I'm probably over exaggerating, but I fall out this thing. I'm like on the floor. I'm in pain, sore.
No!
The managers come out. The staff is all looking like, "Oh, are you okay?" They're worried for me. Obviously they don't want nobody getting hurt on the job. I'm washed out.
How big was this wave? Like when you
Okay, it's not like a huge wave. It's not like a tsunami, but it's enough to wash me out.
Is it? How about like hitting up one of those pools in the backyard, like unleashing that?
Exactly.
It was like that. That's a lot of water.
It was a lot
of water. That's very dangerous.
Yeah. Especially when you're in an enclosed space, like the back of a trailer truck. You just wash me out. Wash some of the boxes out, and I'm like, on the ground, just sore, in pain. They help me up to my feet. They bring me to the break room, sit me down. They give me a water bottle, which was not,
you're like, I'm well hydrated. I am
very well hydrated.
soaking wet. Thank you.
Thanks. Gee. Thanks.
Thanks.
They gave me a little bit of snacks to help me recoup. But they also asked me, are you able to, finish pulling all the stuff off the truck or help out? Because I don't think anybody else is going to be able to do that. Like,
especially the old guy.
The old guy. I'm like the young guy there, so.
I told him about the water.
Shout out to that guy. Saved my life.
And then he died that day.
I don't know.
He got washed away. He got washed out. Nobody knew what happened.
Yeah.
They took care of you, but they forgot about the old guy under the pallet.
Mm-hmm.
Poor guy.
That poor guy.
R.I.P.
Don't know what happened to him, but yeah, no, it's
no. We do know what happened. We just said it. He died.
I sure hope he didn't.
He got washed away. And they didn't tend to his wounds.
I owe my back, my legs, my head when I got crushed. But yeah, no, the terrifying. Almost getting crushed. From a water pallet. And then just getting are you okay? Can you still go back to work? Is just insane to me.
Yeah, your leg's missing. But you still got the good leg, right? You're good.
You're good. You're fine. Can you help still? Like, we need to get this truck out of the way. No.
You lost a finger. That's all right. I mean, you got 9 others.
So, the moral of my story today is don't break your back over a place that doesn't care for you. Can be said for a lot of things, but focus on your health.
Well, don't break your back.
Don't break your back.
Yeah, don't do that. You got to live with that, man.
Nate, don't do it.
Anything to your health.
Yes. Nate, just stop.
Will make you know what? The genie says you'll get $1 trillion, but your health is compromised. Yeah, you're not going to enjoy that $1 trillion if your health is compromised. Yeah. Take care of your health. Take care of yourself. Don't break your back. Of course not. Follow the instructions. Do the health things. Those safety codes. You know what they're written in? They're written in ink, but they're printed out in ink. But they're written in the blood and the death of countless people. Those safety data sheets. So read them. Follow your safety. Safety first.
Just like the old man, they got washed away. Don't do it, Nate. Oh.
Safety first. Don't break your back, baby. Don't poison yourself at your job. Take your safety precautions. Make them pay for it for the safety equipment. Yes. Oh no, we're paying too much for safety equipment. No, use your safety equipment.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah.
Come on.
I like that. Written in the blood of the people that lost their lives. I mean, no, that's a solid quote.
I'm talking about like electricity, safety, and poison. Here's a story that I didn't get from myself. I got from my friend that used to work in a chemical plant. He said they showed him a video. It was a real video of you're supposed to follow your safety procedures, and even if you see someone collapsed in a thing, follow safety procedures. Stop air ventilation, whatever. I'm sorry, you can't just go into the door and try to help them, because in the video there was one person collapsed on the ground. Someone tried to go and help, but those 2 people collapsed on the ground, and the third person help them. No, you're supposed to follow the procedure. He went and collapsed on the ground. 3 dead people. So follow the procedures. And
my background as an EMT is you don't become a victim. If you don't rush in and be the next victim. You want to be able to help. And you're not able to help if you are incapacitated because you ran into something that you didn't see. So yeah, always look for safety. Make sure you're safe. What do they say? Make sure the scene is safe, right? That's the first thing. You don't just run into a situation.
Yeah, you can't see poison.
You always get backup. You always get backup. You always make sure someone knows where you're at. Not like that old man that got washed under the pallet and died.
I don't know what type of
Horrible
false
death.
narrative you're going with. I swear, this old guy is strong and healthy. I mean, he was helping me pull pallets, so
He's like,
strong
no, Nate, no.
Okay, that took a dark turn.
enough.
They're like-
no, that was good. I like your quote saying that safety is written in the blood of our enemies. No, of our,
No, the people that died.
of the people who've died.
Had
No,
to
yeah,
learn what's dangerous.
it's a solid
Yeah,
quote,
all
and
those
that should be
guidelines.
put on every OSHA.
That's not from me. That's from this guy on the internet that I follow. He's a cool dude. I'll get his name.
No,
Listen.
it's solid. No, that's really good. Like I feel like everyone should. That should be in every workplace. Don't break your back.
That is a good saying.
Yeah, number one, don't break your back, and
I'll get it. I'll get him next time.
Yeah,
be
yeah.
safe. That's a good story, Nate. That's
Thank
a good lesson learned, and that goes for everybody. Just be safe.
Everyone
Don't
on
do
their way to
anything
work
that's
right
gonna
now.
cause you harm. Yeah. Hey, yeah, you're going to work today, and
Yeah, especially on the road. Don't take
Yeah.
chances. Come on, you're taking chances with other people's lives.
yeah,
You're weaving through them like
yeah, don't do that.
a
don't do
bee
that.
pole. A bee pole.
Drive
I'm
safe.
not beeping myself.
Drive safe, and listen to the
Like, if
PanRaconTeurs.
it's an open freeway, dude, take your chance. Go. But if there's a bunch of people on the road, you're weaving in and out. What are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
That's us. We're out there with you, man. Come on.
That's right.
We're just trying to get to work.
Yeah, definitely.
So for all you guys driving to work today, be safe on the road. We're going to go and continue with the theme of lessons learned, things that we've gone through. We heard from Nate. Let's hear from Dan the man, the money bags, the executive producer.
Like, be safe on the road, man. Like, who doesn't get road rage? You're on, you see somebody do a dumb move, you're like, ah, okay, but you can't take that on you driving. You should probably, if you're angry, you should pull off over to the slow lane, go a little slower, and check yourself. Like, maybe even if you have to pull off, get some ice cream. Dude, get ice cream.
Oh.
If you got road
Yes.
rage,
Yes.
it's mandatory. You must pull over and get ice cream.
A new
There-
law.
Who's mad after you get ice cream? Come on.
Yeah, who's mad? Nobody can get mad
There
with
should be
it.
police officers with ice cream. They see you with the road rage. You haven't done anything illegal. They pull you. They give you the ice cream. Here's the ice cream. Relax.
Give
Remember,
them a
there's
little.
ice cream in the world,
Gi-
and then
gi-
drive on. Come
They
on.
give them They give them an ice cream cone, and they give them a little cone hat to go with it.
I like it. That's a law. Let's pass that into
De-escalate.
law. No, never make laws.
Make it a law.
No, that's where we go wrong. We try to make everything.
Put it in
law.
the Constitution.
That's
We're-
just something
make-
nice people should do for each other. Hey, bring someone you don't know an ice cream.
Yeah.
I
We
like
should
that.
have patrol ice cream trucks on each and every freeway, and they're just like hold it up on the side, and as soon as they see somebody, as soon as they see some road rage going on, they chase that person down. You hear, instead of like the wee woo, it's the ice cream truck song. It's like, you gotta get out of the way. This man needs an ice cream. Stat. So,
Okay. I think we're going off the rail here. I wouldn't chase them down. I think this is for individuals to take control of their situation. If you feel like you're having road rage this morning on your way to work, pull over, like my brother said, pull over and get an ice cream. I don't care if it's
Yourself,
early in the
yeah.
morning.
Eat the
Yeah.
whole thing.
Eat go get yourself a breakfast sandwich. Go get a nice sweet tea somewhere and just sit down and enjoy that sweet tea, or de-escalate yourself, because why are you getting all mad? Yeah, why? It's not going to help anybody. It ain't helping nobody.
Helping over.
You road rager that's listening to this right now, you ain't helping nobody. You're just hurting yourself. Right? Come on.
we know it. I know it more than most. We know it because of the Bay Area traffic.
Yeah, It's bad. I drive the Altamont every day, Monday through Friday. I drive it back home to get over the Altamont to come home to the valley. Work out in the bay, and there's people cutting people off, and we're all doing like 5 miles an hour. It's like, where are you going? Like, you're not getting there any faster than me. You probably went up 2 cars ahead of me, but in 5 minutes I will be right next to you, or you may be behind me again. Like, come
all
on, get an ice cream.
all I ever think of if someone's rushing that badly is like, man, you gotta poop. Like,
Oh,
you must poop because
Yeah,
there's no
no, I
other
try
good
to get out of
reason.
their way. If I notice them, I do my signals. They know where I'm going,
Hmm.
so that they're not trying to hit anybody. They want to go fast. I try to
yeah,
get out their way, but sometimes I can't, man.
yeah.
Like you're
Sorry.
trying to do the impossible. You're trying to get through this mound of traffic like faster than fast can be, and uh, sometimes, yeah, most times I guess I see people make it, but
Hey,
uh,
can I add lessons learned to help road ragers right now? Is plan ahead. Don't rush out the house. If you got to use I know you're running late to work. Maybe you're running late to an appointment, but you got to use the restroom. Use the restroom first before you leave the house. You may be set back a few minutes, but at least you're not like squirming behind
well,
the wheel and
no,
being rude to people.
you work
Eh,
outdoors too. Sometimes you can't avoid it because you're going
No,
to a place, and at the place that you're working at, there's no toilet there. Like the
no.
toilet's been ripped out because they're doing construction or something. And then you have to do your whole job, and then you get the toilet urge. And then so you have to, and they don't have one of those porta potties out there. You got to go. You're going to drive somewhere to another job? No, I'm going to drive to a toilet first. And where are the free toilets out there? If you go to the gas station, they expect you to buy gas. Everybody wants you to buy something. You go to the supermarket. I used to go to Safeways, but not some Safeways are like greedy with the toilets. Oh, buy something first and it'll be on your receipt. Like, but I shop here all the time. Come on. I don't know.
But I'm not
Toilets
talking about.
against, then maybe that's the job. Like
But
porta
but
potties that are clean. And then you port that around. People use it, they put a quarter in there.
I'm not talking about people that are on the work job. I'm talking about people that, hey, they're about to go to work, they're driving to work, but they rush out of the house without taking care of themselves, and then they take it out on people on the way to work because now they 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 didn't pause and go, I'm going to use the restroom now, alleviate myself before I hit the road.
Hey,
But no,
would those guys, maybe they should have wear those adult diapers, and then
Yes.
oh, Brown and Downs, yes, that commercial
is that
from.
what brown down is? No,
Yeah,
that's
I think
Surprise.
that was
if you're
episode
in a
2 or 3.
you can't. Those are the first things you jump into, whoosh, on your way
Yeah.
out the door.
If you guys don't know what Brown and Down is, that's a commercial we wrote in, I think it's episode 2 or 3. It's something you wear throughout the day or overnight, and you don't have to worry. You could just let it run. Let things flow. Take care of it later. But, anyways, back onto the subject of lessons learned. Yes, road rage, and don't have road rage. Have compassion. Have patience for people out on the road, especially on the busy Bay Area highways and byways. So, um, yeah, don't do that. Eat an ice cream.
Eat
Pull
an ice
over.
cream. Thank you for that.
Yeah, how about that idea too? Like sometimes you're the only person on the road. You should be able to just open it up and go fast as you want. Then the cop's gonna pull you over if you're over the speed limit. Hey, there's no one on the road. I'm not endangering anybody except myself.
The
I don't
auto.
Huh?
I wish,
Or the Autobahn.
yeah, the autobahn.
I don't bun. I don't know. It's just like when it's traffic, man, you're weaving in and out. I'm there. Like you're taking a chance with my car. I'm
Yeah.
trying to take a chance with my car. Come on. That's me in
I,
there.
I can add on to this. The way I drive is, and I tell everybody is, just drive like everybody else doesn't know how to drive. Like, you take care of you drive defensively. You drive defensively.
I was trying to
You
bring fun back into it though. So I'm trying to say, if it's clear, hey, Go for it.
You heard it here on the PanRaconTeurs. If there's no one else on the freeway, gun it.
No, I do not endorse that.
If you're on a street, if you're in a neighborhood street and there's nobody ahead of you, gun it. I don't condone that. That's just fun, guys.
There's some tagger like on 280. Who's a 680?
Don't take it seriously.
Oh no, 280. That's 280 going that way. 680 goes up towards
Delta.
On the 280, someone tagged on some prominent signs, floor it, like on some major curves. They lower the sign to put floor it. So I guess that's the person's tag.
Floor it.
Yeah. Do it.
Maybe that's who gave me the idea of doing that. Yeah.
You out there, you bad influence.
Yes. You
I'm
weaver
taking influence from a tagger, huh? Yeah. Watch out. Influence comes in from all places, guys. Watch out.
Drive safe. Be aware of your surroundings, and be cautious. Conscious that there may be a toilet paper shipment driving next to you.
Yeah, just as just a reminder. Like even if you have a bidet, dude, get some toilet paper still and use it. Come on. Like
doo-doo talk.
Make sure
who's fancy and has a bidet?
I don't.
I do.
I clean it the right way.
You guys don't use bidets? You guys get on the bidet bandwagon.
Shower and wash later.
Have you ever? I could make a commercial about bidets.
No,
listen, guys. Have you ever had a crusty, wusty, little musty booty hole?
That's the sound you would make, I guess.
Listen, my bidet has a seat warmer, so when it's early in the morning and my butt is cold, I sit down, I got a warm butt, and then I don't got, and then it also got a heated.
That's different.
It's not complete. I'm not done. I gotta describe this thing because it's a great thing.
Is it that cold in your house that you need a seat warmer for the toilet?
Yes, actually.
No, it's nice. Of course, it's always nice.
It's nice to have
you
a
seat
warmer.
But you have to regulate the temperature of your home. I mean, it can't be that cold.
But it's nice though, right? Like everyone sleeps in a cold temperature, but when you get to the bathroom, it's cold too. You want something warm to sit on. And so I bought this bidet. It has a seat warmer. It's got a water, it shoots water into the,
Yes.
But it's also warm water. So you're just clean. You're just clean. And then you get some toilet paper and wipe.
Yes, make sure, right?
Yeah, because it's obviously it's wet.
Oh, of course.
But
these people that promote this is the thing I don't like. People that promote the bidet on this internet, it's like, oh yeah, we don't use toilet paper anymore. No, buddy, you're not using toilet paper anymore. I don't trust you. I don't trust your handshake, baby.
No, right? you get a towel. You get a cloth towel now.
The smell is coming from you. If there's a,
I throw it to anybody. I throw it to anybody listen to this episode. How many times you said the word "but" while talking about a bidet is ridiculous. Anyways, off the subject, back to lessons learned. But let's go into another commercial because we need a break from the bidet. Please, let's do this. This episode is brought to you by We Need Sponsors. Thank you guys for sponsoring the show. Thank you guys for the many likes, comments, and 5-star reviews. It really helps us out. Keep doing it. Tell your friends. Tell your family. Tell your grandma, grandpa. And if they don't have a YouTube account, have them create one. Make one for them. If you have a niece or nephew that are little and they don't have a YouTube account either, or a Spotify account, make one for them as well. And subscribe to the PanRaconTeurs. So this conglomerate, this juggernaut of a podcast will grow and expand and eventually implode. We thank you guys for your sponsor. Back to the show.
Implode? I don't know about that last part, but sure.
That's Dan's ultimate plan, is that we would implode.
Within! It crumbles from within!
He's quiet. I got into his mind. It has happened.
It's a silent plan.
See, it snuck into our brains. Oh, what's going on here?
Hey guys, but going back to that, hey, thanks for the sponsors, thanks for the likes. It's helping keep the lights on. Help Nate with his sponsorship with Star Trek Command, and download that game with his link. But back to the show. Anyways, my lessons learned, guys, is very simple. Babies newborn babies are ugly. I say this out loud because I was once an ugly baby. I was not well looked upon with my wrinkly raisin face as a newborn. And I took a lot of things for granted. I took a lot of things. I forsook a lot of things in my life and people that surrounded me. But as I got older, and for all you guys that are young and you're being dumb, or you just haven't experienced a whole lot of life and you have a lot of resentment to your family or family members or your parents, let me tell you something. At one point in your life, at a very critical point in your life, you were a raisin, an ugly baby raisin. You just, which, oh gosh, just put you back in the under the sun and let you just dry out. Just I mean, grow up. But um, in that moment in that time space in your life, you were so vulnerable to many things. Wolves could have come into your home and ripped you to shreds. A bear could have come in and taken you as a cub of its own and raised you out in the wilderness. A peacock could have came in and poked at your eyes and devoured them in front of you, and you wouldn't have noticed because you were a baby. But one thing I got to really dig into and really come to realization is that I was so fortunate, surrounded by people that kept me alive, and that those were my family members, my parents, my friends that surrounded me even to this day. That in that vulnerable time in my life when I was a little wrinkly, looking newborn raisin, um, I was surrounded by love and and people that cared about me to the point where they said, "Hey, yeah, let's keep this guy alive. let's let's keep this ugly, wrinkly baby newborn raisin alive, and let's help it learn stuff and help it grow." And in my adolescence and my teenage years, I was very resentful. I was a dumb teenager who lashed out and had a lot of pent up rage and anger toward things. And I look back and I remember grandma, and in my adolescence, I had very negative thoughts about grandma. I was like, she's just old and she doesn't know. And same thing toward my mom and my dad and my brothers. I was like, they don't know nothing. It's all. But as you get older and you realize, hey, those people were there for you, and you're alive today because there were people that huddled around your wrinkly butt when you were a little ugly baby.
You're really going in on this baby part.
I knew I was not a good looker when I came out.
You gotta put a photo somewhere here about how you look like as a baby.
I'm not gonna put it up there. It's so bad.
Putting on the Instagram.
But reflecting, one thing, guys, reflect. Look back at your life. That's one thing I learned, is to be able to look back. I look at old photos. I try to remember things that I took for granted or I forsook, and I had to take stock of it because it was, you could hold on to things like that for the rest of your life and you'll never grow. And one thing that helped me grow as a person, to have compassion, to have mercy, to have understanding of how other people live, that it's not all about me. It's, hey, we're all living on this planet. We all have a heart. We all breathe with our lungs. If you go underwater and you hold your breath and you never come up, you drown. There's nobody that breathes underwater without an apparatus. So we're all just human beings. And um, looking back, I used to, mock my brothers. I used to mock my grandma. I used to mock my mom because she's Filipina, and the language barrier and all that stuff. And as a dumb kid, I didn't understand that person, my mom, my dad, my brothers, uh, took their lives and took my life into their hands, and raised me, and kept me alive, and nurtured me, and bullied me sometimes, and all the things in between. But it's because of those people, and it's because of the people that are in your lives that encourage you today, that we should be grateful, and we should be thankful, and realize that we were all dumb at one point. So that's my lesson learned. Like I look back on that. I reflect on my life as a little kid being dumb, and now I look at my mom in a different light. I look at my brother in a different light. I look at certain friends that acted a certain way. Um, a greatest example is my wife. It was a good friend of mine in high school, and um, she would always be straight up. She's always been a straight up person. And when we started dating, she was like, she didn't change. She was always that way. And that's, back then I probably took it for granted, or I probably took people that were really real friends of mine and I just trashed them. But I have now, knowing my wife all these years and being married as long as we have, it's like, oh no, you were always a good person to me, and those people in your life are you should treasure them, and nurture them as much as they nurtured you, and your development, your growth. So, um, yeah, have compassion, have patience, and reflect, and look at what you've been handed. Everybody hasn't been handed everything great, but you've had those people in your life that took care of you. So yeah, be kind. Enjoy the people in your life.
Thank you.
Love them. You're welcome, Nate.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate you. But yeah, that's a beautiful thing to say. And
I love you guys.
help wrap up the podcast. When you're on the road today, think about the people that are back home.
And have compassion for yourself too. There's some negative self-talk in our head. So also, have compassion for yourself too.
I love you guys. I love doing this podcast because it's we're having fun. We're just doing something together, and I do like I like this time that I spend with you guys.
Yeah,
I'd rather do it in person, but it is what we have right now, and we will get together and go to Stan's Donuts one day, and go and eat Al's Donuts in the Delta. But we'll do it because I want to hang out with you guys.
Yeah, no.
we'll make the
Let's
time.
go down to the Garrett's and get some.
Ooh,
What's
what's
your favorite pizza, Michael?
The Golden Greek, baby. Woo! Golden Greek. If you guys don't know what the Golden Greek, it's so off topic.
It hits you right here. It gets you right in the taste buds.
It's sausage with feta cheese.
It's tangy.
And the little what is that, the green, what is that, the
pepperoncinis.
Pepperoncinis. Yeah, the banana peppers.
Yeah.
Oh, with some cheese, man. Let's go. Nate,
Feta.
put up the rap sign. Let's well, this is our second episode today, so I think we did all right.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Thank you guys for everybody that listens. Jesus, I'm not calling out my Lord and Savior. I'm calling out my friend Jesus, who just gave me a thumbs up on one of our episodes. Thanks, man. And thank you guys for all of you who subscribe. Please put a 5-star review if you think we're great. We're not taking anything lower than that, so don't do it. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram. We're now on Spotify. And listen to us on audio.com as well. Go onto our YouTube channel. If you have an idea for another episode, or you just want to hear us talk about something crazy, or you want to throw your 2 cents in, or you want us to tell a story that you want to share, send it to PRT pod YT at gmail.com. Send us your stories, send us a suggestion for an upcoming episode. And if you want to sponsor us, Nate, where do they go?
PRTpod at YT.com. You could also follow us. You can follow my channel on Twitch. Just reach out to us and we'll get something going.
Yeah, just like Matt, we showed up to your house because you asked us to show up to your house. I showed up to your house, buddy. And we will have a pizza day. But thank you guys for listening to another episode. We got episodes coming out every week for the foreseeable future until Dan, the man, stops us from within. But
yes, it's going down.
Thank you guys for listening. This has been episode 6 of the PanRaconTeurs. See you guys on the next episode. See ya.
See ya.
Bye. Cheese burger.